guys and girls. I had a lot of teardown video and good stuff, and a lot of that got corrupted, unfortunately. So I'm going to just do a quick overview here, and we'll look at some of these parts, maybe tell you some of the things that you missed, not that it matters now, but then we will finish up the teardown and reassembly of some of the individual pieces, and then we'll get going back on assembly. Assembly will probably be in the next video, but I pulled the control arms apart, or off. I don't have the ball joints in the uppers yet. I did sandblast everything and paint it. Lowers are here. New bushings are pressed in everywhere. I had some videos of that. These ball joints are riveted in from the factory and appeared to still have rivets from 1964. I cut those out, and I don't know what other tutorials there are on there. When I have a big steel rivet like this, I like to take a die grinder cut-off wheel and just cut like a Phillips head in that, just quarter it, and then an air chisel with a chisel, and you can chisel the head off, and then a punch, and just punch the rivet out. That'll work on frames. I guess that's how I've always done it. I don't know where I learned that. There may be better ways, but that works fine for me. Probably do want to have a good air chisel for that. And anyway, we've got that back together. The spindles off our Torino are primed and painted, ready for reassembly. I've got all new parts to go on there. The discs, bearings, seals, and all that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, our steering parts. We can do some. We can press these bushings out when we get to work here. Get that done. We'll probably sandblast those parts, clean them up. We have new outer tie rod ends and adjusters for that. This, you'll see in another video, a rebuilt control, or a rebuilt cylinder for our power steering. I think that's what we've got. We'll get into what we got left here. Doesn't really appear to be anything wrong with them necessarily, but we are going to disc brakes that I've sourced from, I believe, a 76 Torino Elite, maybe a 75. I've got those all painted up, and we'll obviously have to make a couple of custom brake lines since we only had one coming out of master cylinder before. And I do have the new master cylinder and booster assembly that I ordered. It came with a disc proportioning valve, which I did accidentally, but I did order a disc drum for right now, and we'll get that put on. But I have the original disc that came with it, and I can put that back on if I do find an Explorer rear end before that. But I think it's time to continue pulling the other side apart. We're going to let this side, a few of these pieces, soak and try to get it off without using the homemade torch. I shouldn't say homemade, home modified. I work with a lot of farmers and come across the deal every once in a while. This torch setup, we got oxygen propane, and the tank that came with it was about as old as the rest of it. As you can see, I put a new valve in it, but I haven't had time to get it certified, so we're just operating with a torch or a grill tank right now. But also from the farm, got a set of white planer gauge wheels. This thing just had little lawnmower tires on it, and that doesn't work too well on the gravel, so we stole some planer gauge wheels. We didn't steal. We saved them from going to a landfill somewhere, and now this torch works pretty well. It's all terrain. We'll start soaking parts, and we'll catch up when we've got things coming apart again. Alright, got some things loosened up here so we can get the front suspension kind of torn apart. gift this brake line wants to come with. It's been soaking a little bit. Guess we could do it that way too. Kinda stinks. Probably causes cancer. One thing you can pay attention to a little better than I did is how far these bushings are pressed in. Well, most of them have a bit of a lip. This one you can see the rust on there. That was that one there. This one here I didn't pay attention to, and I didn't think about that lip until later, or that rust mark, but there's no lip on this bushing. It is about 1/8 of an inch gap that you want in there. I went back in the house and found some pictures that I had taken earlier. So that should be about right. What we have here are some genuine blue top steering gears rebuilds of our control valve and our cylinder, and of course a blue top steering gear without a blue top. But Ryan was nice enough to squeeze me in on a Saturday. Spent part of a day with him, but he was looking to get out on his sailboat. I was looking to get back here on the Galaxie, so we did without paint. I'm just going to paint them up just for a little rust prevention. It's probably not even going to stick that long, but look better when we're going together.